So record has been started. Okay. Yeah. Today, what I'm going to explain, I'm going to explain database link, means DB link. Okay. So how exactly we need to create the DB link in PostgreSQL Server. Okay. See here in the top, I'm going to create the DB link from local underscore DB to remote underscore DB. Okay, I'm going to access the database, okay, from app underscore user to FTW user. Sorry, so this is the two databases, local underscore DB and remote underscore DB, and these are the two users. Okay, so we need to create the two users on the local side and also in the remote side. And also, these are all the two database servers. Okay, see here, the port number is different. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the database link from local underscore DB to remote DB. Okay, what are all the prerequisites, So we need to create the database first in the both the database server. First, local DB we need to create on the local server and remote DB we need to create on the remote side. And as well as we need to create this user app underscore user and FTW underscore user. Okay, we need to create these two users on local side and remote side. Okay, first let's go for a practical. Okay. Yeah, so let's open one terminal. Here, I'm going to create two instances. So I will check any instance are running. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I will create. So one is local DB and another one is remote underscore DB. Okay, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to initialize local DB and as well as I will initialize remote DB. First, I will go and change the port number. So I will go and change the port number in local DB. 5442. I will start the database server. App01 local DB start. So here app01 remote DB vi Postgresql conf. Here I'm going to change the port number 543. So I will start this database server. Here, first of all, in the remote database server, okay, I am going to create one database. Okay, see here, in the remote database server, I am going to create the database. So I will do one thing. I will create first the user, FTW user. I'm creating this user on the remote side. Okay. Here, I'm creating this user in the remote side. Okay. So now I'm going to create the database in remote side. Here. Okay. So I created database and as well as user in the remote side. Okay. So see here now, what is the next thing, Okay. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in as so FTW user to remote DB 5443. Oh, sorry. So now I'm going to create table here. I'm going to create table and I'm going to insert some records. This is all I'm going to creating these things and all the things are creating in the remote side. Okay. I'm creating this table in the remote side. Now you can check this, records. See here, there are 3 rows and also see here, the owner for this table is FTW user. Okay. So now what we are going to do, whatever this table is there, right? I'm going to access this table in local database server. Okay. So whenever we are going to access this table, what things we need to do, Okay, we need to create the DB link. Okay, now we'll go for actual steps. Okay, as of now, in the remote DB database server, okay, we have one table. In this table, we are going to access from local database server. Okay, so let's go and create the DB link. Okay, so see here, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I will go and log into the local DB. PSQL-P 5442, right? -u Postgres. Okay, here what we need to do, I'm going to create the user called app_user with password. Okay, so I'm going to create this user as a super user. This whatever I'm going to create this user is I'm going to create in the local database server. Okay, so let me create this user. And also I'm going to create one database. I'm going to create this database on source side, means local DB. See here. Now you can check local_DB. Oh, okay. I when I created the database at that time, the spelling is wrong. I'm going to drop this table, sorry, database. I will create again local. See here. Okay, now you can check. Okay, the owner for this database is app_user. Okay, so now see here. What I'm going to do, I need to connect the local DB first /c local_DB. Okay, now what we need to do, I told you, right? So we need to create the extension called DB link. Before proceeding the other steps, we need to create the extension called DB link. This functionality we need to create. Okay, if you guys not created this functionality, right, we cannot connect to the remote database server. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create DB link. See yes, guys, when you guys are going to create the first time, right, this error will come. Okay, could not open the extension control file, no such file or directory. Means still this DB link is not installed on 14th binaries. Okay, so what we need to do, before going to create this DB link, okay, so we need to go and install the, DB link control file. Okay, so see here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to install this contributor. Okay, I'm going to install this contributor. How to install this contributor? Go and execute in as a root user. Change the version 14. If you guys wants to install the contributor, you need to mention the version of the PostgreSQL. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm installing the contributor. Yeah, it's almost all done. So I'm going to install now. Will take some time. See here the contributor is installing. See here 14. So without this contributor file, okay, any extension, I'm not talking about only the DB link extension. First, we need to verify the control file in the binaries before going to create that any extension. We need to verify the control file. Okay, so now I will go and check slash usr pgsql 14. Okay, so here share extensions. Okay, see here there is a file called, see here this file. Okay, so if this file is not exist on the particular binaries, right? Okay, we cannot create the DB link extension. This file is must and should. Okay, so now I will change the ownership for this files. H1 Postgres slash user 14 hyphen R. Now you can check, see here, the owner is changed. Now I will go to the database server. I will connect to local underscore DB. See here, as of now, guys, see here, as of now, the only one extension is there. That is the default extension called PLPGSQL. Okay. So, in each and every database, okay, this extension is default because whenever we are going to write any procedures or any triggers or anything, right? Okay, we are going to write in the PLPGSQL procedural language. So that's why, okay, this functionality is must and should for each and every database. Okay, so now see here, I'm going to create extension DB link. See here, guys. Now I'm able to successfully create this extension. If you're going to check again, right? See here, why this DB link functionality is required, connected to other PostgreSQL database from within a database. Okay. This functionality is must and should. Okay. Without this functionality, we cannot create the DB link. Anybody have any doubts here? So regarding extension, guys, anybody have any doubts here? I hope you guys are understood, right? Kishore, Pradeep, Satish, Srinivas, Vishnu, and Vishwa. Hello?
Yeah, Manoj.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is the way we need to create the extension. Okay. So now, what is the next thing, Once we create the extension, okay, so we need to create the remote server. Okay, we need to create the remote server. See here, So this is the syntax: create server name, foreign data wrapper. Okay. DB link FTW options. We need to provide the properties for remote database. So this is the remote database and host and the port number. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the remote server. Okay, in local database server. Okay, so just I'm going to create it, but I need to change the port number 5443. So this is the remote database server port number, right? And also see here, this is the database name and host is normal local host only. Okay, I'm creating the remote server. Okay, let's create the remote server. See here, guys. Okay, I created the remote server. Once you created the remote server, see here, you can check whether remote server entry is successfully added in this system table. See here, this is the remote server name. Owner is Postgres and foreign data wrapper is DB link. And also, this is the properties. See here, DB name, host, port number. Okay. So now, and also, so this is the system table, PG underscore foreign server. You can also see the details for remote server. See here, this entry will be there. Now, once we created the remote server, okay, what we need to do, we need to create the user mapping. Okay, so we need to create the user mapping. See here, so create user mapping for app underscore user. This is the local user. Okay, and also server. So just now we created the server, right? That is the one. And option is, okay, FTW user and the password. This is the remote user and remote password. Okay, we need to map these two users in the local side. Okay, I'm going to create the user mapping on local side. Okay, so just I'm going to do user mapping here. See here, user mapping is successfully created. If you want to see the user mapping, right, this is the system table. Select star from PG underscore user mapping. Okay, so let me try to execute this one. See here, guys, server name is this is the one and username is app underscore user and remote user name is FTW user and the password is secret. Okay, so now we have successfully created the remote server and as well as we have created user mapping. Correct. So now what we are going to do, I'm going to log in as, okay, app user to local DB database. Let's change the port number 5442. Okay, I'm going to log in. To log in for this port number. Now I'm going to connect to the DB link. See here, guys, this is the way we need to connect the DB link. So this is the function DB link underscore connect. Okay, so connect DB link. We need to specify the remote server. Once it's successfully okay, right? Then only it is connected successfully to the remote server. If it is, if something is going to fail, then so we need to, edit the proper details again. Okay, so let's try whether it will going to successfully connect or not. See here, I'm going to connecting to the remote server. See here, guys. So we are successfully connected. See here, DB link connect is okay, means successfully connected. Okay, we have successfully connected. Okay, so now I will try to access the remote server table. Okay, see here. So this is the way we need to access the remote server table. So select start from DB link. Connection DB link is equal to, we need to specify the which table we are going to read. See here, select start from employee as a test DB link, and we need to specify the column details. Okay, now I will access the remote object. See here, guys, we are able to access the remote object. Okay, see here, we are able to access the remote object. Okay, and also one more thing is, we can also do like this. Okay, we can also create the table as well. Okay, we can also create the table in the, from the local side only, we can create the table on remote database server. Okay, but before going to create the table, okay, so we need to connect again to the remote database server. See here now, I will connect 5443 remote DB, and yeah, everything is correct. The properties is correct. So now I'm going to connect it to the remote server again. It's okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I will create one table. This table will going to create on the remote database server, not in the local database server. See here. So TMP table, it will going to create on the remote side. Okay. Again, I will create TMP new. Okay. See here. These two tables will going to create on the remote DB server. Okay. Let me log into the remote DB PSQL-P 5443 hyphen. Okay, so slash c remote underscore db. You can check here. See here, guys. Whatever we created the table, right? TMP and TMP new. See here. This table is created under remote database server. Okay, this table is created under remote database server. Anybody have any doubts here, guys? Guys, anybody have any doubts? Srinivas, Vishnu, Vishwa, Pradeep, Satish. Do you have any doubts here?
No, Manoj.
Okay. So here, this is the way we need to create the DB link. Okay. The extension should be must and should. Okay. Without that extension, we cannot create the DB link. Okay. Yeah. The next thing is auditing. Okay. So this is also, like wherever you go, auditing is must and should, and also, you know, in any of the PostgreSQL document.
Manoj, sorry for
Yeah.
the inter. So what is the use of this linking? Like
Mhm.
from one database, the user will connect to the one database, one server, and he will connect to the remote server and do his operations, right? So what are the
Yeah.
other users there?
Yeah, other users also. We need to map. We need to map. Okay.
No, no. What
So
is the
if other
use? Like
users wants to access the same table or other objects, so but before going to access the other user for the remote tables, right? So first we need to create the user mapping. For any users, we need to mapping the particular things.
no, no. Just to give an example, what are the uses of creating this links and connecting to the remote.
Okay.
Simply that
So
he can log into the A mission and he can do operation even in B by logging into A itself, right? That's it.
yeah, exactly. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, then fine.
See, normally, like whenever we are going to use LinkedIn server or component integration setup in Sybase, what is the use normally? Okay. So, like we are not going to give the access for, okay, other database, every application users, okay, we are not going to give the permission for every database server, correct? Just we are going to create the, user mapping means we are going to create the DB link. Okay. We are not going to give the permission for other application users. Okay, if the specified application user only going to access for the particular database server only, right? In any RDBMS, we are not going to give the permission for other database server, means other application database server, right or not? You understood, Srinivas, or not?
Yeah, yeah, understood. I'm fine. Okay. Apart from that, is there any other users? I'm just asking.
No, no. Apart from that, no, there is no other reason.
Okay, thanks. You can proceed with the auditing.
Yeah. So see here, now I'm going to start PG audit. Okay. So before going to proceed the PG audit, the thing is we need to install the PG audit control file. Okay. If you go and check the control file right in the binaries, I will show you cd/user pgsql14 and also share extension. Okay. See here, if you are going to check the PG audit right here, see here, this extension is not there. Means any control file, nothing is there. So you can check like this as well. See here. So there is no audit related control files in the binaries. Okay. So what we need to do, before going to create the extension, we need to install PG audit. Yum install PG audit. Okay. See here. So this extension must and should is, like we need to install. It will take some time. It's a one big extension, so that's why it will going to take some time. So here, once we that PG audit is installed, okay. So we need to add this PG audit in the configuration file. Okay, there is one configuration parameter called shared preload libraries. Okay, so we need to add this PG audit in the shared preload libraries. At that time, it will going to read the PG audit libraries from the binary. Okay, so once we installed, we need to add this PG audit in the shared preload libraries. I will show you now. Okay, see here, guys. Now it's installed. You can go and check now. So whether PG audit is installed in the 14th binaries here, all the control file is available now. See here, all the control file. Okay, so now I will change the ownership for this. You can check now. Okay, all the things are changed. Now what we are going to do, I'm going to log in to database server. So now I will use the same DB link what we use the database server, right? I'm going to use same database server 5442. And also what I'm going to do, uh, okay. So before going to create the extension, so you go and check cd local db and vi postgresql.conf file. Here we need to add shared preload libraries here. So we need to add the extension called PG audit. Okay, so we need to add this extension here. Once we are going to add this extensions here, they're already mentioned this parameter requires restart. Okay, what I'm going to do, I will restart this database server. Okay, see here, and also see here, guys, in the log, the PG audit extension is initialized, not created. It is initialized. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, PSQL-P 5442, right? Now here I'm going to create the extension called PG audit. So here, guys, I created successfully PG audit extension. So here, what is audit will going to provide? This will going to provide the functionality called auditing. See here, provide auditing functionality. Okay, this extension is nothing but, okay, before going to do any other new features, right? We need to add a functionality that is called extension. Okay, so don't confuse here. extension is nothing but just a functionality. Okay, before going to set up any DB link or PG audit, okay, we need to add this functionality in the particular database server. Okay, so I created successfully for the PG audit. Now, okay, you can check this one as well. See here, PG available extension were named like audit. See here, PG audit is there. One more is there, PG audit log2 file. Okay, this also is there. Create extension. Yeah. So see here, if you're going to check this one, right? What is PG audit log2 file? It will going to provide the functionality, PG audit add-on to redirect audit log to an independent file. Okay, if you guys want separate log file, right, for the audit, at that time, we need to create this PG audit log2 file. Okay. So if you guys want separate audit log file, right, at that time, we need to add this functionality, PG audit log2 file. Guys, anybody have any doubts here for this two extension, PG audit and PG audit log2 file? Guys, anybody have any doubts here?
No, no.
Okay. So now see here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the table. Okay, PG audit example. Okay, I'm going to insert some records. Okay, now if you guys wants to set the audit for this table, right? Okay, we need to set this parameter audit system set PG audit.log to read. If anybody is going to read this table, right? All the auditing information will go to the log file. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the a complete parameter in the database server level. So that's why I'm going to change alter system set pg audit.log to read. If anybody is going to read this table, right? Any table in the database server, right? All the logs will going to the error log file. Okay, see here now. I will change here and I'm going to, so I'm going to reload the configuration parameter. I reloaded. Now, see here, now, if somebody is going to read, example, select name from PC audit example. Okay, you can do this one. Okay, so now you can go and check the log file. Where we are. Okay, correct only. Postgres. See here, guys. Here, audit session 1, read. Okay, what exactly it is reading? The complete query is there. See here. See here. The complete query is available. Okay. Now, and one more thing I need to check. Select. Select start from PG audit. No. What is that? PC audit example is there. One moment. So /dx. Here is the PC audit log to file. So to configure that PC log file. Yeah. So oh, okay. See here. So whenever we are going to like we need a separate auditing log directory and log file, right? We need to add these configuration things in the postgresql.conf file. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, I will add these configuration parameters in the configuration here. So here I'm going to add pc dot log directory. Okay, here I will specify audit underscore log. Okay, and also I'm going to specify pg audit dot log file name is equal to log file. I'm going to specify like this. Default is this is the one. Okay, so I'm not going to specify the log rotation and all. Just I will reload this configuration parameter. I will do restart only. Let's see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I will log in to 5442. Let me do this one and go to data directories here. Here, what we have created, audit log, right? Audit underscore log, where this file. This file is not created. Correct, only like this way only we need to create. I will do one thing. Okay. Shared preload libraries. I will add here as well. Let me try to add here. So just what I'm going to do, I don't want all the audit log in the error log file. So that's why I'm separating. Okay. So easy audit log to file. Just I will restart. Why? I think like this way. Yeah. So now PG audit log file is initialized. Let me check now. No, it is not creating. Okay, so I'm going to tell you in the next class, okay, how exactly we need to create the audit log file. Okay, so but today I will explain, okay, how to enable the other things here. So just now we have, enable the read things only. Those who are going to read the particular table, okay, at that time, the all the audit log will going to write into the error log file. Okay, see here now, if anybody is going to write, so read and write in the database server, right? All are going to write into the error log file. See here now, I'm going to set alter system set pg audit.log to read and write. Okay, so now after once we set this configuration parameter, right, we need to reload. Now see here, if anybody is going to write and read, we're going to do on the database server, right? All the things it will going to write into the error log file. See, insert is going to happen and update date is going to happen. Okay, so now delete also is going to happen. Okay, so now you can check the log file cd log. So here view Postgres. See here in the last, see here. Where is the particular things? PWD local DB only. Date, delete. Now we can check the log file. Oh, why this is not going to write here? One moment. Oh, local underscore DB. Yeah, see here, guys. This audit log now it's created. So that's why the logs is not coming here. See here now, all the logs is going to here. See here, guys. So whatever the audit logs is, like if anybody is going to do any transaction activities, right? All the auditing is comes to this log file. It is not going to error log file. It is coming to audit log file. See here. So whatever we inserted, updated, deleted. Okay, who is going to do these things? Postgres. See here. Postgres database and also, the process ID and this local host, and also see here, everything is, is logging in the audit log. See here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I will show you one thing. If you guys wants to set the particular user, if particular user go and do the read and write, so only the particular user needs to be set auditing. Okay. At the time, what we need to set, example, I will create user called Ram with password test123. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I will set for this user only. If this user is going to do any activities, right? Okay, all the things needs to be logged. So now alter username Ram. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I will log in as Ram to Postgres database. Okay, so now what Ram will going to do, Ram will going to insert, oh, permission denied. I will do one thing. I will create a table tab name varchar. Here, so create table, insert into tab values. See here, now Ram did all the things, right? So Ram is going to do drop also. Okay, we can easily identify it's going to drop the table, inserting the records, create the tables. Okay, we can also set the auditing in the user level as well. See here. Now I will open the log file. See here, guys. Here clearly mentioned exactly Ram, what are the things, you know. So he did recently, everything is there. See here. He inserted the records, delete, not wrong. See here. So wrong. Why, like only the insert operation is only traced in the audit log file. Guys, why? Do you know anybody? See here. What about other statements? Only the insert statement is there. Okay. Why the drop statement is not, right into the log file? Anybody aware of this thing? Guys? Guys, anybody knows why drop statement is not come here? Guys, are you there? Hello?
Yes, Manoj.
Yes, Manoj.
Anybody knows why the drop statement is not traced in the audit log file? Yes, anybody knows? Okay, it's okay, no problem. I think can we connect on, like if you guys are like not okay for today, we'll connect day after tomorrow. So, like this is very, very important topic. You guys needs to understand each and everything. Auditing is very important. Is it, are you guys are okay, right? So,
Yes, Manoj. Yes.
Okay, Manoj, but yeah, it's a little bit.
Can you confusion? I mean, it will take some time. I mean, we need to practice that thing. Uh,
uh, yeah. So, what we'll do, like better, we'll again we will do on day after tomorrow. Okay.
sure,
So
sure,
better
Manoj.
we'll start on day after tomorrow. Is it fine, right? Srinivas, Vishnu, Vishwa?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
Manoj.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, better we'll start day after tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys.
Thanks, Manoj.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.